Hello, Nick. How are you?
I'm good, Doug. How are you?
Good. I know that you're worried about developmental time for Scotty and Precious and a few other guys, but how good is it to see Fred playing as well as he played tonight and getting up to game speed?
Yeah, good. I mean, I think he obviously hit some big shots tonight, Doug. You know, a lot of switching pretty much all over the floor at all times on every action. So, he's going to end up with some matchups, and he did a good job. He turned the corner a couple times early, and then he sat down on him and got him to sit down and shot over the top of him a little bit. But no, he played a good game tonight.
Now, did you have David Johnson take a foul so you guys could have a chance to win or lose that game at the buzzer?
Yeah, that was the old, we wanted the ball last there, Doug. Yeah.
Is that just to get your guys in that situation?
No, I'm joking. No, I don't think we were trying to foul there.
Oh,
We were just up playing hard. That's it.
okay. Maybe a little bit too hard then?
Well, a little. Yeah, maybe that's one way of looking at it.
Yes, it is. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Next question goes to Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Nick. Before the game, you said like kind of expectations for this team was just like after when you watch them, like you want to say, man, that was fun to watch. I mean, I thought that game was quite entertaining, but like what did you think? Like, is this the kind of basketball you guys want to play? You know, like just kind of scrapping, clawing at all times. Is this kind of the definition of what Raptors basketball is?
Well, we want to play hard, Steven, I think, and I think that certainly wants to be, or we want it to be one of our, things. I still think playing hard in this league takes you a long ways, and I think when you got a young team, you gotta use some of that youthful energy and things like that. We did play hard. It was super entertaining. Like I said, I would have bought tickets to watch that game tonight if I would have. It was a heck of a. The crowd was into it, and a lot of guys. I thought it was really good for the starters. I thought both group starters were going at it like really hard, which is good. We needed that. We again still conditioning and all that stuff, and close ending always is thrilling for people, right?
And just about Precious, like it just looks like he's kind of creating chaos all over the floor, like grabbing the rebound immediately, kind of like pushing the pace. He made a few plays by himself, look for his own shot. Is this the Precious that you want to see?
Well, he's very talented, as I've told you guys before, right? And he's got some pieces to his game. He's got lots of things. I always say we just got to kind of get him again, keep getting to know him a little bit, and just narrow down a little bit some things, right? Like I thought he made some really good drives tonight, then had nothing to show for it at the end. If he finishes those 3 or 4 layups that he drove in, then now we're talking. And he got to his right hand jump hook one time, and those kind of things. Like he needs a big wide shoulders, and he needs to use them, put them on people to get into the front of the rim and to the free throw line. But yeah, no, he can do a lot of things.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Yep. Thanks, Stephen.
Next question goes to Eric Kareen from The Athletic.
Hey, Nick. We talked last year, especially as the year was winding down, a lot about sort of the Malachi's game, as sometimes he was a bit too timid in terms of getting into the paint, and then when he got downhill, you really liked that. It looked to me like he was sort of reverting a little back tonight. What did you see from him?
Yeah.
And do you need to see him puncture the paint a little bit?
You know what? I thought he played pretty good tonight, Eric. I mean, he's 0 for 6, and I thought most of those he took are his kind of shot, right? He doesn't make them tonight, but whatever, right? Obviously when they're going in, it's like, oh my God, this guy can really shoot. And like anybody, but I thought he was into the ball defensively. I thought he jarred the ball loose a bunch. I thought he got us into some really good stuff. He didn't maybe touch the paint all that much, but I thought the opportunities that he took were good ones, and I thought he had a good game, even though he didn't get much to show for it in the shooting department.
Sort of similarly with Gary, I mean, he takes a lot of tough shots, and that's part of his game. Do you ever talk to him about shot selection? Are you happy that he's the guy taking those shots? What do you make of it?
Yeah, again, I think it's getting more rhythm shots and within the sequence of the offense. And a little bit, we're trying to really improve his catch and shoot game because he does get some in rhythm swung over to him that he needs to just sit down and pull the trigger on. But he does have a kind of a one-on-one herky jerky style game right now, which certainly has its benefits as well. But again, just a little bit more in the rhythm of the offense, I think it will help him. I think there'll be easier shots and he can shoot a little higher percentage.
And last one, sorry, the 3 quarters, the rotation looked, close to what I assume normal might be given the guys who were available, except maybe for Goran. Is that just a matter of letting a, let's say, older or more experienced guy ease into training camp or the preseason games?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think again with 4 rotational players at home,
Yeah.
I would say rotations are a long ways away. And I think the days of all of us, continuing to ask, what does the rotation look like? It's just going to be ever changing. I mean, every team you look at has 2 or 3 or 4 guys out every night. So you do play, you play your best players. They'll creep into the 32 to 36 range, and then you're going to have your 4 or 5 other guys for that night that are available that have to, be in the rotation and will be in the rotation, but I couldn't tell you who they're going to be.
All right. I'll try to remember that for next game.
It's okay. Okay. Got any more questions, Eric? I just will give you one more if you wanted one.
No, I wouldn't want to waste your time or the very patient Josh Lewenberg's.
Okay.
2 more online for you, Coach. First
All
one
right.
goes to Josh Lewinberg.
Nick, about your rotation. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to ask you about Scotty. I mean, obviously, you guys knew that he had the ability to see the floor and make the pass, make plays. But is he further along than you expected in that department this early?
Maybe, Josh. I think that again, he's going to have to combine that with some scoring, right? They're going to start playing the pass. If he's not, when he gets by somebody, he's got to get to the rim a little bit. I think we talked about that a little bit with Delano, as well. And Delano's made a good jump into turning the corner and just going to the rim with, downhill. And I would say, I think Scotty gets by some guys sometimes, and he should probably be striding out into his layup and getting to the free throw line a little bit more. But no, it's good. He's got some vision. Gave him a chance to handle out front a little bit tonight as well, and he can find some people. Yeah, we thought he was a ball handling passer, and he's showing us that.
I also wanted to ask you about Gillespie. I mean, with some of the injuries to the bigs on your team, there seems to be a need for somebody with the skill set that Freddie has. What are you looking to see from him in these games, and are you seeing it?
Well, I think I thought he did a good job tonight. Again, I didn't think he finished a couple plays that he would have liked to, a couple dump offs and a couple putbacks, and he got a couple rebounds. I thought he really held his own on the glass. I think he got a couple extra possessions for us. I thought he screened well tonight. Those are the things he can kind of do. I mean, if he'd have, probably not traveled on that one lay-in and maybe snuck that one dunk attempt in, and rather than getting it blocked, he would have had a really good game going. But again, not much to show as far as points, but a pretty good game by him as far as being big and strong and rebounding out there.
Thanks, Nick. Safe travels back to the
Yep. Thank you.
Final one online is going to go to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Nick, I'll try and ask a good rotation question.
Okay.
How do you, when you're thinking about how Goran and Gary sort of fit into groups, I guess, rotational groups, do you see them having different skills that will fit differently with different people? Or do you put the 5 best guys out there and figure it out from there? Like, how do you see those 2 guys working and contrasting with different groups?
Well, I think they're very, very different players. I mean, Goran's kind of a point guard by nature and by, what he does. He's more of a handler, leader, facilitator type guy. And Gary's a guy we're kind of sending off screens and spacing up and flying around and stuff. I think, you got Goran, Freddie, Malachi kind of play the same position. I think you got Gary and Svi who are very similar. And I you know, I'm playing Gorn right now to play with Freddie for a little bit. I think Gary could, I think Gary's one of 8 guys that could be a starter at times as well. Could be offense off the bench. He could be whatever. You know, Gary's getting better defensively. That's what I'm concerned about now. And Gorn, I just want to get him in shape and keep him healthy and use his experience out there.